From the following information of G Limited, calculate number 1 variable overhead cost variance, number 2 variable overhead expenditure variance, and number 3 variable overhead efficiency variance. You are given budgeted production is equal to 6,000 units, budgeted variable overhead is 1,20,000, standard time for 1 unit of output is 2 hours, actual production is 5,900 units, actual overhead incurred is 1,22,000, and actual hours worked is 11,600. Okay, so what is our task? Number 1, variable overhead cost variance. So what is the cost variance taking place? What is the expenditure variance and efficiency variance? Now let's capture some basic information from this. We know the budgeted variable overhead is 1,20,000, information given. This 1,20,000 is incurred for budgeted production of 6,000 units. So that would give us standard cost per unit. We'll have it as a working note. Okay, first we'll find out standard cost per unit. So what is going to be standard cost per unit? Which is nothing but this budgeted variable overhead divided by budgeted production. Okay, so what is the budgeted variable overhead? It is 1,20,000 divided by budgeted production is 6,000 units. So we get it as 1,20,000 divided by 6,000. So we get it as 20 per unit. It is rupees 20 per unit. So I'll call this as working note number 1. Next, we can also find out what is the standard cost per hour, because this 1,20,000 is spent for producing 6,000 units. Each unit takes 1 hour. It means for 6,000 units it's going to take 12 hours. Okay, so 1,20,000 divided by 12,000 will give you what is the standard cost per hour. So we'll put that standard cost per hour. Standard cost per hour, which is nothing but budgeted variable overhead divided by standard time for budgeted production, right? Divided by standard time for budgeted production. Okay, so what is budgeted overhead? It is 1,20,000 divided by what is the standard time for budgeted production? It is 6,000 units. For 1 unit they are going to take 2 hours. So it is 2 multiplied by 6,000. So what we get? It is 1,20,000 divided by 12,000. So it is, we can say this is equal to 1,20,000 by 12,000, it is equal to 10. Okay, so we have 2 critical information. Now let's get into the problem solving. First one, variable overhead cost variance. So how do we find variable overhead cost variance? I'll put that here. This is question 1. Variable overhead cost variance, and this is calculated by comparing the standard overhead for actual production with actual overhead incurred. It is arrived at by comparing the standard overhead for actual production with actual overhead incurred. So how do we arrive at that? So what is the actual production? Did they produce 6,000 units? No, they produced only 5,900. So this is actual production, and if you want to know what is the standard overhead for actual production, you have to multiply this 5,900 units with the standard cost per unit, which is 20. Okay, so here we put that it is basically rupees 20 into 5,900 units. That is the standard overhead for actual production. Then that should be compared with actual overhead incurred. So what is their actual overhead incurred? It is 1,22,000. So this minus 1,22,000 minus 1,22,000. So let's see what we get. Let me make it as a formula. 20 multiplied by 5,900 minus 1,22,000, and what we get is negative 4,000. And what negative indicates here? Negative means adverse variance. Why it is adverse variance? Because for 5,900 units, what they should have incurred? What they should have incurred for 5,900 units? 5,900 multiplied by 20. They should have incurred only 1,18,000, but they have incurred 1,22,000. It means on the adverse side they have spent 4,000 extra. Okay, that's why this 4,000 is negative. So we call this as adverse variance. Perfect. This is answering question 1. Question 2. We should also find out variable overhead expenditure variance. How do we arrive at variable overhead expenditure variance? There we have to compare the standard overhead for actual hours. Here we have compared the standard overhead for actual production with actual overhead. In variable overhead expenditure variance, what we are going to do is we'll compare the standard overhead for actual hours. Let me put that variable overhead expenditure variance, and this is calculated as standard overhead for actual hours minus actual overhead. It means they have worked for certain hours, no? For each hour there is a standard hour cost which is 10 rupees. So that 10 into actual hours will give you what is the standard overhead for actual hours, and that you compare with actual overhead and see whether there is any adverse variance or favorable variance. Okay, so how we are going to do that? It is basically rupees 10 per hour, and how many hours they have worked actually? The actual hours worked is 11,600. So this is basically 10 multiplied by 11,600 hours minus actual overhead incurred, which we know it is 1,22,000. 1,22,000. Okay. Now let's make that as a calculation. It is 10 multiplied by 11,600 minus 1,22,000, and what we get is negative 6,000. This negative 6,000 is nothing but adverse variance. Okay, negative indicates here it is adverse. And what we can infer from that, see, they worked for 11,600 and per hour 10 rupees means they should have spent only 1,16,000, but they have spent 1,22,000. So there is adverse variance of 6,000 rupees. Okay, right. Moving on to the third question. We have to find out variable overhead efficiency variance. Here the focus is on efficiency. Okay, so how do we do that? Variable overhead efficiency variance. See, efficiency is here, it is tested on how many hours they have taken against what they should have taken. If they have taken more than what was considered as standard, then there is an adverse variance. If they have taken less than the standard time, then it is a favorable variance. And how do we arrive at that? It's simple. We take standard rate per hour, okay, multiply that with standard hours for actual production, okay, compare that with actual hours they have taken. Okay, standard hours for actual production, compare that with actual hours, and we know standard rate per hour is rupees 10, okay, multiplied by standard hours for actual production. So how many units they have produced? 5,900, we know. That multiplied by 2 per hour. Okay, so sorry, that multiplied by 2 hours per unit. Let me make it clear, that multiplied by 2 hours per unit. So it is 2 hours multiplied by 5,900. So this gives you standard hours for actual production, okay, minus actual hours. How many hours they have actually taken? We have seen in the question it is 11,600 hours. Okay, right. Now let me just make this as a formula. It is 10 multiplied by 2 into 5,900, okay, minus 11,600. Let's see. We get it as 2000 and it is positive. It means this is favorable variance. And what we can infer from this, see, look at this, 2 hours into 5,900. What you get? 2 into 5,900. What you get is 11,800. So as per standard hours, they could have taken 11,800 hours, but what they have taken is only 11,600 hours. It means they have saved 200 hours. So that 200 multiplied by 10 rupees only resulted in this favorable variance. Okay.